Hi, welcome to Parents Gap Year, the podcast that celebrates
living to travel and travelling to live.
I'm Pamela McCormack, filmmaker and radio presenter.
And I'm Rod Gray, videographer and photographer.
We're married.
To each other.
And as our children are young adults who've almost fled the nest, this year we're travelling around the world ourselves.
Lots of people say they'd like to do this, so we're having a go at showing you how it can be done, with some top tips along the way.
So this is our warts and all travel experience where we reveal our highs and lows, what we learn about each other.
And more importantly, the great characters that we meet along the way.
I mean, I nearly panicked a few times. I nearly panicked for you because you weren't even noticing how close you were beside it.
Philippines starts dramatically for my sister Pam.
But the wondrous underwater world makes up for it, swimming with the enormous whale sharks.
So poor old Pam, there was a massive storm.
She's missed her connecting flight from here in Manilla.
We meet a gentle guide who suffered great loss during COVID.
I got the COVID first and then he catch up from me.
At a time when loss revisits us again.
Well, we're sad to say goodbye to Thailand, having been there twice. It's got better and better each time we've been there. So we're in Singapore, just transiting to Manila today, hoping to hook up with Pam in Manila, or if her flight hasn't been delayed, she will meet us in Puerto Princesa, on the Palawan Peninsula in the Philippines. If she has been delayed, we'll probably meet her in Manila.
Yeah, she was hoping to get there earlier because she's on a 24-hour almost trek from Ireland, 3 flights later, and
having just flown out of Norway the day before.
Yeah. Right, big drama. As you said, Rod, drama follows my family. I don't know why you say that, but it does.
I have no idea why I say it, but it seems to have manifested itself.
So poor old Pam, there was a massive storm. Her plane
delayed taking off from Dubai, so therefore she's missed her connecting flight from here in Manila because she wanted to get an earlier flight than us.
Yeah.
So she didn't have to wait in Manila so long.
She was going to be waiting for 5 hours, but as it happens, those 5 hours would have been
useful for the delay.
Yeah.
So she's not on our flight, which is the last flight out today. She's missed her flight, gone to another terminal to try and catch a plane that wasn't available. She's now back trying to book a ticket for the flight that we're on, that we're checking in at right now.
Yeah, and we've been looking online, and they jumped from 150 quid and available to about 500 quid. The second terminal is in a completely different place. She didn't need to go there, as it happens.
To get her connecting flight, and we're in 3.
Yeah, 2 hours is minimum, because you can't check in online. You have to check in person in Asia, which means that takes at least an hour. Then you've got immigration sometimes. You've got to go through several hoops.
You might have to come off, get your bags and get back on again. She had 3 hours.
But that is the bare minimum.
But got delayed by I don't know how much.
So for anybody who is doing 2 or 3 flights in a day, you should really always look minimum 3 hours. And if you have to wait 5 hours, wait for 5 hours, because
better than buying another flight.
That's through the roof.
You can.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll hopefully see her, and fingers crossed that she'll get a flight going out tonight. Otherwise, poor old Pam is going to end up in Manila, in the city, on her own. Not the safest place in the world, I believe, especially as a female on your own.
Hang on, got text coming through.
No flights.
No flights. No flights. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Right.
Oh dear.
You can't plan for a storm, can you? Shit happens in life, and especially when you're travelling. Oh my God, you poor thing. Oh, I'm just depressed. No, I know. Okay, well let's get you booked.
It's really hard to book on your mobile phone.
Okay.
No,
you give me your
he's
details,
used to
I can do it for you.
He'll do it now. We saw some flights, so...
So good to see you, though. All was going fine. until getting into Abu Dhabi, and then we circled around the airport for 45 minutes in the air. We circled 10 times at least. Tried to land 5 times, had to go back
really
up, down and up in the middle of a typhoon.
A rainstorm.
Oh, and lightning and thunder and wind.
Were you really
I was
scared?
petrified. The poor guy was beside me, and he was going, "It's scary," like it was scary. Even just seeing you has cheered me up because it's just like miserable.
And you actually went into Manilla city then?
Oh my God, twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
That's weird.
Check details, yeah.
Pamela, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's pricey, but
I know, I've no choice. I've already paid a flight.
claim that back.
No, I probably won't be able to claim it
You had a
back
delay.
because it was typhoon.
I mean, do you want this flight? It's at 3:30 in the morning.
I am very happy.
At least you have a flight.
Oh no, I'm very happy.
You'll be in bed by
6 o'clock in the morning.
And you can stay there.
Okay, well let's plug in your phone.
Yeah, let's go and get something to eat.
Get something
You
to
get
eat,
something to eat,
and then we're going
I'll
to
get
go
something to eat.
in a half an hour.
Exactly.
Or so. Well, how do you like Philippines so far?
Paradise. It's totally gorgeous. Beautiful. Sunsets are the best.
Yeah, the sun goes down, it's awesome, and then suddenly it turns into this red sky.
Stunning.
So we're in ElNido.
Yeah.
Took us 5 hours to get here from Puerto Princesa on a bus.
Very big, comfy seats, which is great.
So have you recovered from your 30 hours of travel?
I haven't even thought about it. I don't even want to think about it because I'm here and I'm enjoying myself. So I didn't get jet lag, funny enough.
Do you know, you're one of the best travellers I know in that you booked yourself into the airport lounge.
The airport spa.
So what did that entail?
90 minutes of a massage, a pedicure, and a bed to have a sleep in, and a shower. 7 hours of bliss.
And ironically, there was a seat right next to me, but they still wouldn't allow you book on regardless.
Yeah, they said they don't take chance passengers, no matter what. Even though I want to pay for it, they said no.
And you were in the airport trying to buy the seat on a plane that actually had at least 2. So when you arrived at the hotel, then you slept till 2 o'clock in the day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So it sorted me out.
Yeah. Then we spent the day by the pool, as we do,
Yeah.
and cocktails by the pool.
Did we have the pina coladas? We did.
We did. And everybody keeps saying to me, "Oh, I bet you're just having cocktails by the pool. It takes Pam to come over
To arrive.
to suggest cocktails in the afternoon that's going to floor us for
course.
the rest of the day."
It didn't floor us. We were just happy.
We were. So being my sister, you have travelled with us quite a lot.
Yeah.
When I was 31 and you were 21, you were in Australia, and I
You
said,
came
"I'm
to
coming."
visit me.
And I
Yeah.
did. So that was really the start of it, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
That was incredible. I got the best ride ever.
Is that your first time on a kayak?
First time ever.
Did you paddle at all?
No.
Lazy.
They didn't give me a paddle. It's not my fault. I was happy. He was going, "I can go back and get you a paddle." And I said, "No, you're okay." Sherman, you need the muscles.
My name is Sherman. Sherman Monterde.
And you're Filipino?
Yes, mom.
And you are a person who takes people out on snorkel trips?
Yes, exactly.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes, mom.
How long have you been doing
I've
that?
been working this for almost 8 years.
8 years?
Yes.
Do you do all of the different tours?
Yes, mom. Yes. Yes, mom.
So did you do that from a very young age?
Yes. 18.
18.
18, yes.
So we're off ElNido on the Palawan Peninsula of the Philippines, and this is one of the tours you can go and do, and the big lagoon is one of the highlights. And you have to paddle in on a kayak. It's like a lagoon inside an island. And it's shallow, so why the boats don't go in. It's sort of like a big canoe with outriggers on either side. Canopy. Wooden.
I'm now watching the video where we missed. I think
I didn't take all of it.
we
to
went
be honest.
left. That's what you get when you get your own personalised driver.
I know. I was so spoiled rotten. I got to go everywhere. Exactly.
Right, quite choppy. Oh, not sure the boat is working.
Anchor? We're going to go there in a minute.
They can't get the boat started.
It's always a bit of drama.
3 guys now trying to pull.
Do you want me to throw the anchor off? Because you're going to go here in a minute. No? Okay, we're going that way.
I survived the kayaking. I may not survive the boat.
Great.
We're not tied off,
No,
we are drifting.
Yeah. Jerry start the engine. He's putting in a bit of oil.
WD-40.
I know. So there's 3 young guys trying to get the boat started. And there we are. Woohoo! Let's hope it stays. Another tricycle in Asia. It makes you nervous, does it?
Yeah, of course. They overtake at crazy bends with people in front of them, with legs hanging out the side that they miss by an inch.
So this is like rush hour in Coron. The ones that we have in ElNido were unbelievable. The drivers had to duck their heads down, they were so small.
Yeah.
So these are a step up.
Well, this one is.
So it's still about 28 degrees and we're going up to the hot springs, which is going to be about 37 degrees.
Just missed a dog. By the skin of her teeth.
Yeah, dogs just saunter across the road.
And
like
they
they're-
don't stop.
Of course they don't.
just-
They go, this is my world.
Yeah.
They're all very chill.
So we're saying it's been the hottest it's ever been in the Philippines this year.
Yeah. The schools are off at the moment because of the hot weather. You like a spa, Pam?
I like a spa. Yeah.
Massage
So,
please.
yeah, if we can get a massage here, I would love it.
I've just got out of the hot springs because they're blooming hot. 41 degrees I think the hot pool is. So there's mineral water that's coming out of the ground. And yeah, it's obviously volcanic hot. And there's 3 pools here. 2 are really hot. And there's one that's 37 degrees body temperature. And we got here just as the sun had gone down, but the full moon was rising over the sea. So it's beautiful here. At night it's all lit up. So the water's really hot. It's like bath temperature, but it's mineral water. It's lovely. Slightly salty, slightly blue, greeny blue.
Feel very content.
Yeah, you're right. The Virgin Mary's looking out over
That's
here.
what I was going to say. It's a Catholic country here, of course.
Oh yes. Not too obvious, but
No.
a bit of iconography here and there. Definitely come here in the evening, not in the day. It's too hot. Because now when we get out, it feels slightly cool at 30 degrees or whatever it is.
Beautiful. There's a
With a bit of a breeze.
People are really chill.
Apart from that couple having an argument.
Yeah, there is a couple having an argument.
Yeah.
So it's not always sunshine and roses when you're travelling.
It is for us.
It is for us. 'Cause-
I had a grumpy day yesterday. I was tired. Yeah.
yeah. But you weren't arguing. You were just not able to cope.
Yeah.
We're a bit hot and bothered.
Not bothered.
But no, we're
Quite
hot and
what?
bothered
Quite
for
hot.
the right reason.
Not an unbothered.
Today has been one of those days. Last night, having been to the hot springs, which was a lovely experience, we went to a hippie house restaurant, which was a really cool recommendation. We were having a very relaxed time. It was a vegan place, lovely food. Pam's ankles had swollen up in the hot springs, and we were a little concerned about that, so she could rest with a bunch of cushions, and we were just very chilled out. And then Rod just passed me his phone, and it was a message from JJ, our lovely lodger, saying that Tiger Lily, our cat, was off balance and ill and he needed to take her to the vet. We knew from about 6 months before that she had kidney disease because she was 17 and a half at that point, and the vet thought she had maybe 6 months to live. Well, she lived past that 6 months, no problem. And we were going away a couple of months later and we had her checked out again before we went away. And the vet said, well, whatever you're doing, she's improved massively since the last consultation. So keep doing what you're doing. So we always knew before we went away that there was a possibility that she may pass away while we were away. Anyway, the worst did happen last night. We got this text from JJ saying she needed to go to the vet and she was potentially near the end and potentially could be put down. And both Rod and I were kind of going, what? So quickly? It was after midnight when he tried to call us and we were both asleep, which is, you're just asleep because you're tired and it's late at night, and honestly didn't expect it all to happen so suddenly. So this morning Rod was going to a scuba dive, which meant he had to get up early. And then when I woke up, I got a message from him. He was obviously on his route to the dive centre. Well, he forwarded on a message from JJ saying that Tiger Lily had passed away, and I was, honest to goodness, it was such a shock because I just didn't expect that. We were so hoping, because we're about 4 weeks away from the end of our trip, that we would be able to see her before, and we knew it was probably critical anyway. But we were hoping that she might be around when we got back. No one but the vet was with her when she died, and that makes me feel very, very sad. But look, this is, unfortunately, here I go again, second death since obviously my father was a horrendous situation, and now our gorgeous cat, who we loved for 18 years, and she had kittens, and we kept 2 of her kittens who she outlived, and both are buried in our garden. And now, thankfully, JJ is going to help in that regard, and he's going to bury her in the garden with our other cats in exactly the same place. He's a little sweetheart for doing all this, and he's such a good guy. Yeah, so you travel, things happen. It's real life. Always knew some things could happen. Was praying that this wouldn't happen to Tiger Lily now before we got home, but unfortunately it has, and what can you do? Shit happens.
Yeah, well, I went diving yesterday, and that was pretty dramatic as well. We went wreck diving, which I've never done before. So we saw 2 wrecks, one which is about 100 metres long, and sort of swam into it and swam through an old cargo ship that was 15 metres underwater. And we swam through the cargo holds, all full of fish and coral growing on the boat, and it was really dramatic. They gave us torches so you could kind of, it wasn't dark, but you could like shine it and see all the fish and everything. It was really good. Yeah, really recommend that. In wreck diving, it's all fairly cool. You wear a wetsuit, but then we also went to Barracuda Lake, which is this weird phenomenon lake where it's got a volcanic vent in the bottom of it, pumping in hot water. It's about 41 degrees. And the bottom of the lake's really hot, and the top's at about 25 degrees. So you go halfway down and the lake temperature changes dramatically. And we're off again. We're actually off to Barracuda Lake now on our snorkeling trip.
Yeah.
You probably won't experience the hot in the deep water, but it'll be warm. And it's like sheer limestone cliffs down into it, and it's like a whole circular lagoon. You have to climb up some rickety steps and down into it, which I had to do in full scuba gear yesterday, which was hellish.
It's been a funny week.
Yeah. It's been interspersed with some death, which is never a great thing, to say the least. Firstly, our beloved cat, Tiger Lily, has been with us for 18 beautiful, cuddly, fun and lovely years, and had lived much longer than they had predicted. So well done, Tiggy, you did well. But it's just quite sad that we didn't make it back before she died, which was quite upsetting for us. I'd like to have been there with her at the end.
Well, we got an email from the vet today saying that the nurses were with her and gave her lots of cuddles. That made me feel a hell of a lot better. It's actually bringing a lump to my throat. So the other really upsetting news, literally yesterday, we heard that our 92-year-old gorgeous neighbour Peggy has passed away as well.
That's really sad.
We adored Peggy, amazing woman. She did a PhD at 85 on the education of women through 100 years. She was an incredibly clever, funny, lovable, adorable person. Yeah.
It's sad not to have been back as well to see her.
Yeah, I can't believe it. So literally within 2 days we've had 2 deaths. And being here with Pam, we've been talking about my father passing away as well, and she was only talking about that today. And, you know, spending the last day with him, and he was in and out of consciousness, and she said he just opened his eyes at one point and said, dying, and closed his eyes again. So he obviously knew he was dying. So, yeah.
It's been a rather emotional week.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed for everyone else.
Yeah. And yet we're still doing things, travel things. That amazing snorkeling trip we went on yesterday with Pam.
Was that only yesterday? Yeah, wow.
That was only yesterday.
But that was really, that's why people go to Coron, to go and do these shallow wreck dives, which were all, I think, Japanese ships that were sunk. Somewhere there's some planes as well that apparently you can dive down to, but didn't seem to be on offer. But yeah, that was something quite unique as well. So a couple of unique days out in the water.
In Coron.
Coron. And then tomorrow...
Yeah, tomorrow we are going to whale shark snorkeling. And we have flown from Coron to Cebu and then taken a 4.5-hour drive. Luckily, we booked a car.
A car and a driver.
Which was fantastic.
Thank you, Rowley.
Yeah, because the roads are pretty primitive at times, and drives in the Philippines are quite scary, like they were in Lombok. People weave in and out and cross over the other side of the road.
Mopeds, there's tricycles, sort of tuk-tuks, there's cars, buses, lorries, and then dogs just wander out, and a few people.
Yeah.
And it's just crisscross all the time, isn't it? Overtake, undertake. Yeah, so the driver, he needed to stop a few times just to kind of give himself a rest. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
And luckily we did stop off and we bought ourselves some cheddar and bread.
Found some cheese.
And crisps.
Cheese in Asia, a rarity.
That was our sandwiches in the car. We were beside ourselves with excitement.
It was that or McDonald's, so there was only one choice.
Yeah.
Tomorrow there's going to be could be like thousands of people queuing up for this thing, which is a surprise, yeah. I knew it was popular, and apparently Koreans come here in huge numbers, which is quite close actually to here if you think about it geographically.
Yeah.
People queue up from 1 a.m. or something, apparently. Madness. Anyway, we're going to go at 8 o'clock and
queue for a couple of hours.
30 boats are going to kind of circle around and take people out for half an hour with the whales, sharks each.
Yeah, Rod is doing the winding finger thing. In other words, wind up, shut up, Anne-Marie, let's get to sleep.
we're both exhausted. We are actually in bed recording this. You might hear it in our voices that we're really knackered. So we are getting up, not ridiculously early tomorrow, but we are getting up at 7.
At least third or fourth early start in a row.
Yeah.
Which isn't my style.
No, and it's 9:30 now, so we might actually get a decent night's sleep.
In bed at 9:30, counting the hours ahead of me.
Yeah. All right, good night. You can say good night.
Oh, good night, Anne-Marie and listener. Did you just laugh and fart at the same time?
I did. I'm going to blame it on you, though.
Sorry, Mum.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's definitely going in the outtakes.
Who have I married?
Oh, my God. Good night. That's woken me up now.
Good night.
Please proceed to life jacket area for boarding. N7, W208, W209, W210. Please proceed to life jacket area for boarding.
From here down to the whale shark interaction area, wearing a life vest is mandatory. But upon reaching there, if you're a good swimmer and can swim deeper, you can take off your life vest and leave it on the boat. And from the boat down to the water, please enter slowly.
There's basically a screen with a recording and a couple of images with different languages telling you how to treat the whale sharks, which is basically a couple of minutes to tell you what not to do. And we're looking out onto the sea, and there's about 30 boats.
30 boats out there, and they're no engines, they're paddling. You've got people who paddle it out there, and then I guess they drop you in front of the whale sharks. Oh, I can see a shark over there. Its tail flapping about. And yeah, I mean, they feed them, so they keep them here in the bay, which is obviously slightly unethical. And it's a big business. That's life in the Philippines a bit. But they've tried to make it as good as you can. They don't want you to wear sun cream. There's no engines. There's no fuel in the water. They take you out for half an hour, and you can have a swim around and see them. Snorkel gear's provided. It's only about, 200 metres off the beach here. It's not like you've got to go out to sea too far, so that's good. And the scuba divers are just going straight off the beach.
It's quite a nice atmosphere, but then we haven't been here since 1 o'clock in the morning like some people. Little crying child, had enough. Are you excited, Pam?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little worried about the whale sharks because there's so many people. But yeah, I can't wait to see them in their natural environment with all of the hundreds of people who are with them.
Yeah. They're slightly unnatural environment in that they're being fed by humans, which probably upsets the eco balance, which is why now it's considered quite an unethical thing to do.
Yeah.
And we are participating in that.
We are.
Do you feel guilty?
Because we're selfish. Well, slightly when I see the amount of people here.
Yeah. To be honest, that was a shock last night when we discovered how many people actually.
There was 3,000 yesterday.
I mean, that is a shocking amount. And they're 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Literally, we've just come out of the water.
Wow. Well, that was quite amazing. Like, I don't know how many whale sharks I've seen, like 8 or 10 there today.
You're a good exaggerator.
Well, I saw about at least 5 or 6.
That's what I'd say we saw. But we were so close to them.
Like, literally, I saw inside his mouth at one stage. I nearly got hit by his tail.
You you just hang out by your canoe out there and they swim by you, and you just let go of them and swim along with them.
Yeah,
you can get close, a couple of metres, isn't it? From
definitely, because there are the feeding boats right next, and then you have a guy calling, saying, Look out, look out. It's coming.
And one went right underneath me.
Yeah.
And I just happened to put my face down and I went, oh my Jesus, he's right underneath me.
Yeah.
Swam right underneath the boat and right underneath where I was hanging on to.
It is a little bit of a scary experience at times because once you get in and you see the size of them right next to you, and then you're asked not to obviously go near them, and you're scrabbling backwards because they've come really close to you.
And the water was quite choppy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. You were drifting quite quickly if you didn't hang on to the boat.
Yeah. I can see how you could panic.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I nearly panicked a few times. I nearly panicked for you because you weren't even noticing how close you were beside it when it was coming up.
I was noticing, and I was scrabbling back going, I couldn't hang on to the boat. They do recommend you do that because I get seasickness. So actually then what happened, Rod or you held my hand, so I wasn't bobbing about so much, and that was better. But I definitely felt a bit scared at times. But I know they're not scared of the whale sharks, just scared of the closeness.
You definitely need a life jacket out there. Well, today, definitely. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, well worth it.
Oh, wow. Totally.
And actually, top tip, which is what our guide said. We were on a Sunday. She suggested coming down at around, leaving our hotel at 8 o'clock. We got here about 8:30. And then she sat us in a shaded area to the left, which is by the sea. Everyone else is sitting on these white chairs under these gazebos. But where we were was totally shaded for the couple of hours. Once you sign in, you have to wait for your number to be called. It took about 2 hours, but we were sitting down booking our hotels for the next island. So actually, it was really, really relaxed, I would say.
I saw a turtle, but he was when I was on the boat. I was disappointed.
Yeah, that's the
that
only
we
thing.
were just on the boat when the turtle went past, and I would have loved to see that.
You haven't seen a
turtle in years.
30 years, yeah. But we will see turtles
at the next place.
The next place. We're going to Moalboal next, which is about 2.5 hours drive from Cebu. Now, as we speak, there is a woman lying down in the sort of area where we sign in, who's obviously ill. There's an ambulance. Genil, what do you reckon has happened?
There's a lady that feeling dizzy.
Yeah. What do you think?
Maybe she didn't eat her breakfast, or maybe seasick.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, because I feel seasick, so I didn't hold on to the boat. But the trouble with doing that, you drift off quite over to the other person's boat. Yeah, I did by accident. It's very easy to drift off.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's also the weather is very hot. 40 degrees is very hot.
Yeah. So how long have you been a tour guide?
Almost 2 years now.
2 years?
Yes.
Is this your hometown?
No, I'm from Negros, and the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's it like being a tour guide in the Philippines?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's just more fun, and I meet more people every day, or international.
Do you see a difference between how different cultures behave?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Well, give me a clue.
Some are very nice. Some also are not good. But there are more good people. And some are very impatient. Like they can't wait. Yeah. But I can manage them.
Yeah, because you've got a very easy personality.
Yes.
And your son, is he working in the business as well?
No, he is helping me right now, but he's going to training military, maybe next year, going to the Navy.
So do lots of young men join the military here? Is that
Yes, we have a lot now. Yeah.
Yeah, because we noticed even here there was security and there were policemen with guns. Is that normal to see around here?
Yes.
Why do they do that?
There are tourist police here around this area.
To make sure that the tourists are safe.
It's safe. Yeah.
So you come here to whale sharks every day?
Yes, every day.
And you organise other tours as well?
Yes.
And transport?
Transport, everything.
Wow. And your husband is the transport?
Yes, sometimes if he's off duty. Yeah. He's working here inside the whale shark place.
I see.
Yes.
Does every group have to have a guide when they come here? Is that the rules?
Yes, most people here stays in the hotel and they have a tour guide.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's a sort of donation thing, I believe.
Yes.
Which is amazing that that is on offer.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You've been brilliant.
Genil, you were our guide today.
Yes, ma'am.
You were amazing.
Thank you very much.
Very fun.
Yes.
And very organized.
Yeah, thank you.
But when we were coming back in the pickup truck, you told me an incredible thing about your life.
Yes.
So, you have 3 sons.
Mm-hmm.
2 are older.
Yes.
They're the same age as my children.
Yes.
And one is in the Marines?
In the Navy.
In the Navy?
Yeah.
And the other one is about to...
Going to the Navy soon.
And you were okay?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm happy.
And you have another child?
Yes.
And the first 2 boys were with a Filipino husband?
Husband, yes.
And then you had another husband?
Yes.
So tell us about, where did you meet your second husband?
I met him in Thailand.
Yeah.
And he was 65 years old at the time. And I am 37, I guess. 37, yeah. It's very, age gap is very...
Yes?
Yes, yes.
So what was it about him that you...
Oh, he's a very good person. He's a very good guy.
Was he living in Thailand?
No, he's living in Sweden before.
So you were together how many years?
8 years together.
8 years?
Yes.
And you had another child with him?
Yeah, yeah.
Another boy?
Yes.
In Thailand?
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing there? Was he working?
No, he's retired, so he's working online.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you came back to...
Philippines.
To get married?
To get married here, and we stay here for about 1 year and a half, and then the COVID come, then he gets sick, and then he passed away.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How long was it before he passed away?
You know, it's only 13 days, but before that, I got the COVID first, and then he catch up from me. I thought that I will die that COVID, but I survived.
Because you were young?
Yes.
Okay, so he already had a lung problem.
That's why. Yeah, that's why, because he has lungs fibrosis. So if the COVID come to you and you are already has that problem, then you can't survive because he ran out of breathing all the time.
He was 73. Yeah. And what year was this?
2020.
So was there a vaccine?
No, don't have yet that time. World, no vaccine
no
yet.
one.
Yes,
that's
no
right.
one. Yeah, he will not survive because it's really stick on his lungs.
Right.
So the doctor said no, he can't survive.
And did he get into hospital?
So the hospital don't accept us anymore in our place in Negros.
Why?
Because there are so many patients already outside the hospital that time. And no space for us.
Even you?
Yeah, even me, even my family.
And what age was your young son at that point?
6 years old.
And did he get COVID?
No.
No.
He's the only one.
Oh my goodness.
Never get COVID.
So who looked after you when you got it?
My sons.
Your older
Yeah.
sons. And did you have a doctor come out to your house?
No, no one. No one will come out. So I give him some antibiotics or his breathing. We do oxygen at home.
Did they basically tell you he was going to die?
Yes, yes, the doctor said.
Did he know that?
Yes, because I told him it's really bad, this COVID. And he's told me that I'm tired, I'm very tired already. So sometimes he will speak to God, Lord, please get me here. I don't like this.
Oh, he'd
Yeah.
rather die.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Did he have other children apart from
Yeah, he has.
older children?
Yeah, in his country.
In Sweden?
Yeah.
So obviously then you had to let them know.
Yeah, I called them and let them know. But before he told me that if I die, I don't want my ashes to bring to my country. So should be I'm next to you. So I want in the Philippines. So I buried him in my place.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Oh my goodness. And have you seen his older children? Since?
Yeah, online.
Ah.
Yeah.
And they obviously know your son,
Yeah,
who's
yes,
their
yeah.
half brother.
Yeah, yeah.
So since then, what has happened in your life?
Oh, I have a very difficult life after then because the government of Sweden, they didn't give me what you call survivor pension, because if you are married to, if he is Swedish and if he married to Asian lady, should be staying together 5 years of marriage, but we are only 1 year and a half.
Oh, I see. You would never have known that was an
yeah,
issue.
we don't know.
Of course, no one knew what was going to happen. And then you also had your father got ill.
Yes, after 1 month, my father also died of COVID.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my uncle next also October, then November, my uncle.
You've had a really difficult
Yeah,
time. How
that
did you deal with all of that? grief?
All of that, maybe I become crazy. Maybe 4 months, I don't want to speak to anyone. I'm just staying alone. I just don't like to talk, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I recover after 4 months because my friend said, "Oh, you have your own life, you have family, so you need to move on. So let them go because God is with them." So.
And you had a young son to look after. That was his father who died. Did he understand that at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
because
difficult.
I've been telling them that this COVID is very bad, all we get sick.
Yeah. And how long was it before the Philippines got the vaccine? Was it later?
Yeah,
than
later than 1 year. Yeah.
Yeah. So since then, we met you today with your lovely man
Yes, yeah.
who drove us.
Yes.
So how did that come about?
Because the time we are friends before already, so I was in Manila because I keep coming back and forth Cebu, Manila. So I called him to, please help me. I need to go to Cebu, but they don't let me in because if maybe you are from Manila, you bring COVID in Cebu.
Oh, I see.
So he is from Cebu, so he is the one helping me out to get into the city.
Right.
And then after that, we become close each other again, telling me that, okay, you can move on so that you can have also your life start and get
Again.
over again. Then I said, okay. And then that started. And then he said, we can go to my province, which is here
Yeah.
in Oslob. And he said, okay, we can go there. It's a nice place. It's near the ocean. We have a lot of coconut. We can go to the mountain. So that started my life again.
He must have loved you.
Yeah, maybe.
But you knew each other
We know it before.
long ago.
Yeah, long ago. When I was in Cebu studying before. So we know each other.
Old friends.
Yeah.
So actually you trusted.
Yeah, because he's also widow for 10 years.
He was a widow as well. And he's young.
Yeah, he's young. His wife died very young also.
Wow.
Because his wife is giving birth of his son, and after that, 3 days after, then she died. She passed away.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
you had a lot in common. Not only were you old friends, you had a lot in common.
Yeah.
And has that helped a lot?
yes.
So you haven't got married, but you were saying
Yeah.
you were living together.
Yeah, we're living together.
And has his child, who his wife died after, is that child living with you as well?
No, his child is living with his aunt, the youngest one, but the three is already working, so they have their own.
Ah, so they're older.
Yeah, they're older. Yeah.
But he has accepted your boy, your young child.
Yes.
It's all worked.
Yeah.
And you work together,
Yeah, we work together.
and it's all good.
Yeah.
I hope you have a really fruitful life, whatever you do afterwards. You deserve it. You work very hard.
Yeah, I work very hard. I work very hard even I'm 20-something years old. I work in Singapore, Hong Kong, so I know how to survive in abroad.
That's right. Which was your favorite place?
Oh, in Thailand, because I have many jobs. I have 3 jobs in Thailand.
Your English is very good as
So
well.
thank you very
can
much.
communicate very well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome
Honestly, that really touched my heart.
so much. Okay, thank you also.
It seems like
for having me here.
Oh, we've had a great time with you, and obviously you've experienced loss
Yes.
a
really.
lot in your life.
Yeah.
But you still keep smiling at
Yeah,
people.
I still. Smiling is the secret to keep us. You look younger.
You do look younger. You
Yeah.
do. You look.
Yeah,
now you're
thank you,
48
thank you.
now.
Yeah, I'm 48.
And
yeah.
still looking beautiful. Don't
thank
you worry about it.
Thank you very much.
This is probably our last trip.
Probably is.
How was waterfalls?
Amazing. Beautiful, lush green trees all around with caves. It's completely beautiful coloured water.
Aquamarine.
Aquamarine, yeah. Yeah, stunning.
So we've been literally under the waterfall. There's a little rope, so you can't go beyond. Only the people who are doing canyoneering can go up on the other 2 levels, and you need a guide. And we've been basically wearing life jackets because everybody has to. It's very reasonable though. It's 200 pesos per person.
Yeah.
That's pretty good value for what you get up here.
It's so hot, so it's really nice to get into cold water.
You're going to leave Philippines in a couple of days. How do you feel about it?
Depressed. I don't want to go home. It's much more laid back, I think. Just living it's. I know that they're poorer and all of that. They just seem much happier, though, to be honest. It's more free, open, friendly, relaxed. Oh, the kids are adorable. They're little toads.
Yeah.
They're really open. I mean, we met kids last night. There was a 7, was there?
No,
7 or
9,
9.
11 and 14.
14, yeah. And they were out working at 9 o'clock in the evening, which is crazy, but yeah.
But what's interesting about the kids, a 4th child came along and he was 13.
Yeah.
And one of the kids, the 9-year-old, said, he's gay, he's a lady boy. And he was, sure enough, he was very camp, but he was dancing his way in, selling the bracelets and all the things they tried to sell. And he was so fun.
Yeah.
And it was kind of all the other kids were acknowledging that he was a lady boy.
Yeah. I don't think they were slagging him off. It was more natural.
Yeah, fantastic. They're really fun kids. So your takeaway from Philippines?
The nature.
The nature.
I think. And the friendly people. Just being out in nature all the time and having amazing experience that you would never have. Swimming with whale sharks. Yesterday, just going out for a swim, barely up past my knees, and there was turtle. Do you know what I mean? It's incredible. It's amazing.
It'll be very sad not to have you around, to be honest, Pam.
Yeah, I think you'll find it very easy. It's amazing.
So Rod, once again, is travelling with more women.
Typical.
He's ignoring me now. Rod, I am talking to you.
Okay, I can't really hear you over the sound of the waterfall.
Yeah, I'm just saying most of your trip has been surrounded by travelling with women.
Yes.
And?
No comment.
It's been amazing. So Pam, I spend my life saying hello and goodbye to you. Do you realise that?
Do.
I absolutely do, which is really annoying.
Yeah. But we spent ages together.
We have. You're probably sick of me now.
No, I haven't. I haven't killed you yet, so you're still
You can't be
alive.
sick of someone in 16 days. Can
No.
you?
Oh, you can.
You can be sick of somebody in an hour, in fairness.
How many days have we counted the days that we've been
Well,
together?
Rod has counted all the days.
He has. He's got a little. He's got a calendar.
Yeah,
He puts a
ticking
little
it off.
Survival strike through. Bless you.
Chilly up the nose.
We're sitting in a little pizzeria in the food hall of Manilla Airport. Luckily this time, Pam, it's very chilled.
I'm not crying.
You're not crying. The last time we sat in the food hall, you were literally in tears.
I was depressed. I was exhausted. I was traumatized.
Yeah.
Now I'm relaxed and I'm traumatized the fact that I have to go home.
I know.
Shit. Gotta go home.
It's been an amazing adventure, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Loads of amazing things.
When we were going through to someone the other day, what we actually have done in these 16 days, we've been to 6 different places. Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it? But it's good crazy.
No, it was brilliant. I mean, we got to see loads of different things. You got your dive. We all did the whale sharks and the turtles and the reefs and the lagoons, snorkeling, swimming every day nearly.
Yeah, it's been an amazing experience.
It has.
It's been wonderful to have you here with us, experiencing this.
And even better to
this
get rid
place.
of you. Rod is like, thank God. Is she on that flight? Are you sure? She's not following us anywhere.
Your effing flight, whatever you do. Yeah, so we're going on to Boracay.
I think they say Boracay.
For 6 nights. So we're basically needing a rest after Pam because she's exhausted.
I'm exhausting.
You are
I am.
exhausting.
Yeah. Had you up every morning making you coffee.
Pool parties, you name it. She dragged us everywhere. So we're looking forward to having just 6 nights where we're not moving before we go to Japan, which is going to be our final leg of this travel. All right, my gorgeous sister. We love you lots and we've had an amazing time. Love you. Stop winking at me in that provocative way.
Yeah.
Not Rod.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your trips.
All right, my love. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Japan seems to be on everyone's bucket list, so we've made this the last leg of our trip.
Have you found it interesting being married to an Irish wife as opposed to a Japanese one?
I have to pay attention on my answer, right? Yes.
We're wowed by the digital arts in Tokyo. And everything changes colour all the time as you move around. It's quite disorientating. We've just been in another room full of like holograms and smoke. And we luxuriate in our kimonos at a traditional hot springs hotel while Anne-Marie grapples with the high-tech toilets.
Oh, God.
Okay.
This podcast has been created and edited by Anne-Marie McCormack with her collaborator and co-traveller Rod Gray. Music is by Serge Quadrado and Segvari, with the sound mix by Gary McIntyre. If you'd like to see pictures and videos of the places we've been to and the people we've met, please go to the Parents Gap Year Instagram page. And if you've enjoyed the podcast, please follow and share it. Thanks so much for listening.